Morning, thank you.
How are you?
Thank
Congratulations on being honored tonight.
I'm thrilled.
On a lifetime of the
A lifetime. Well, wait a minute. Let's not say
quite a
that.
lifetime.
Thank you. I'm hoping that
we still got more to go.
hoping that the thing doesn't say posthumous at the bottom.
Hopefully not. But you have had so many years growing with the industry and watching it change. So what are you proudest of?
I am proudest of still hanging in there. It was great when I said to myself, "Don't quit, Bob. You can win it in the late innings if you don't quit. And if you deliver your excellent best right now, that will give you the best shot at the best future you've got coming. And if you have a good attitude, and that comes from accepting what is, accepting the fact that you're not getting good jobs, or that you're not getting the Winnebago anymore, or that she doesn't love you anymore, Bob. Accept all things. That's step one. Deliver your excellent best right now. And that's not perfection. Perfection is a sure loser. Excellent is something within your grasp. All you got to do is want to.
Well, we are so grateful that you hung in there. Right?
Oh, so am I. So are my kids.
And we've heard so much about the breakfast that changed your life, right?
The breakfast, what you mean with Quentin Tarantino?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, listen, you got to be in some place. I'm in some place every morning. I used to be Schwab's, and then after Schwab's closed, I went to the Silver Spoon. And one day after I'd been there for maybe 20 years, in walks Quentin Tarantino, and I yelled at him, and he came over and we talked. And I asked him what he was up to, and he said, I'm writing an adaptation of Rum Punch. He said, Elmore Leonard. He said, why don't you read it? And I did. And about 6 months later, I walked into that restaurant, and there was Quentin sitting in my seat. And when I got to the table, he lifted up the script and said, read this, see if you'll like it.
Oh. Do you remember what you ordered?
Listen, I order the same thing every day. One of 3 or 4 things. It doesn't matter.
So at least it wasn't the breakfast. It wasn't the breakfast that changed your life.
No. It was him.
Now, what would you say to young stars that are beginning in the industry today? What is the best?
Oh, you're tougher than I am. Anybody starting today has got to be more talented than I was. All I had was desire. They probably have training, and I didn't know that you had to have a certain amount of training. I got lucky. My first job was a bit in the New York subway system on a James, who was Rockford? James Garner movie called Mr. Budwing, and I was a bit. And from that, I did a scene with an actress.
Yeah.
And the actress wanted to do it for an agent. We did it for an agent. The agent sent me on, and I got the job. So without having a plan or a clue, I started. And I think that it's harder to start today than it was then.
Final question. Is there any young actor or actress that you'd like to do a collaboration with, or a director that you had?
Oh, there are plenty of good actors out there. They're all good. They're all better than they ever were. But I see. Who did La La Land?
Damien Chazelle? The director of La La Land?
Yes.
Damien Chazelle.
Damien Chazelle. And who's the guy? Who was it?
Ryan Gosling.
And Ryan Gosling, what an actor he is. Every time I see him, I say, boy, this guy is good and quiet and reserved and got his thing together. Who else have I seen lately? There's so many good actors around. I voted for a guy a year or two ago. He's got a great movie now called Green Book.
Mahershala
Ali.
Yeah.
He's a great.
Ali.
There's an awful lot of good actors out there. Great actors. I worked with. Oh God, when you ask me to think of names, I'm rough. But there's an awful lot of good ones, and I would be thrilled to get to work with a lot of them.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to meet you.
Thanks.
Mindset and change.